Good morning, boys. If you're back from the channel, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Tom McGregor from New Zealand, and I'm just going to take you through the morning routine that sort of changed my life, and then sort of a whole full day of eating if you're looking to build your mindset up, or looking for a good morning routine to get you on the track, to get you ready for the day, because it's exactly how I transform my life. I thought I'd better intro the video first. It is 5:07. We get up at the same time every day, 5 o'clock on the dot. Must have probably, I don't even know. I don't really track these things, but that is one tip I can give you. If you struggle to get out of bed in the morning, when you wake up and you always keep hitting snooze, get yourself a proper alarm clock. That way you have to get up and you have to get out of bed, so that you literally have no excuses. But in the morning, I don't consume anything until I've done the push-ups, go on a walk, have a cold shower, journal, and read. There's the couch there I'm currently sleeping on before we move overseas next year, because we've just had a surgery on our knee. So recovering from that, and then we are heading overseas next year to carry on building our dream life. Every morning we come out here and we get some fresh air. We try to be grateful. Some mornings it is not that fucking easy walking out that door and coming out here, but it always makes you feel better. It is so worth it coming out here when no one else is awake and it's just you and your own thoughts. Gives you time for you to reflect. So we're gonna get the 50 push-ups in, gonna chuck them on our Instagram story to let everyone know that we're up and at 'em. I thought may as well tell you a little story on the walk. So why am I sleeping on that couch is the question. And honestly, if you're a beginner entrepreneur or you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, like, right, yes, I'm getting a knee surgery. I mean, yes, I had a knee surgery, but if you can drop the ego and actually just take it on the chin and feel like a loser for a year or so, feel like a loser for 1 or 2 years while you learn skills, while you work away in the background and try and get better and try and improve yourself every single solitary day by saving your money, by doing things like that, so you can reinvest it into yourself, then I highly recommend doing that, because it's allowed the opportunity It's given me the opportunity to save money, to learn skills, and now I am going to be able to head overseas next year, just to go solo on my own, to really start building an empire and start building for the future, because that is the goal at the moment. Is that because I went to college and I realized that I don't want to do anything to do with college, and went down a bad path after that, did the drinking and all those sort of things, and then completely 180 my life and took it on the chin that I'd be a loser for this year, or viewed as a loser, simply to go get it, simply to sleep on that couch so I could save money, to keep reinvesting in myself, into mentorships, into getting better, and give myself that opportunity so that I can help more people in the future and actually get better. So that is the why I sleep on that couch, because if you want to do something great, you gotta sacrifice some things. And yes, you might look like a loser for that year. But don't worry about that, right? Because you know in the back of your mind what you're going to achieve, what you're going to accomplish, okay? So it doesn't actually matter when people say what the fuck's wrong with them and they're spending all their money living on a flat or living in these houses that they rent. That's what we call it over here. You know in the back of your mind that that money that they're spending, you're spending it on getting better. So eventually your value of yourself is going to be tenfold over what their value is, and you're gonna get the return. Yeah, we normally get out to about here every single morning, and taking that view, normally it looks a bit better than that, but we'd be grateful nonetheless, because we always take about a couple of minutes when we stand here just to sort of embrace it all. And I mean, again, that sounds a bit woo-woo like, but at the end of the day, I know where I used to be, and I know I couldn't even be grateful for anything. I'll see you inside for a cold shower. Make sure you're up and at 'em and attacking. Well, after you finish watching this video. But yeah, see you inside for the cold shower. Every morning, we come in here, have a cold shower. All these gurus will tell you to do like fucking 5 minutes and you gotta do this and that. And you know, they might be right, but to me, I want to have a quick morning routine to get as fucking sharp as possible, as quick as possible, so I can get straight into work as quick as possible. So I do 45 seconds to about a minute in there every single solitary morning. It is now 5:32, but normally I stand here, which I will probably do again, and I will stand here, I will look at the shower like that with my clothes on or naked, and I will stand there and think in my head, what the fuck is going on? I cannot be bothered getting in there, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be shit. But the only lesson I do have for you for this is cut down the gap. So if you've opened up a feedback loop, which is basically you know that you're going to do the thing. If you've opened that feedback loop up, it's going to stress you out until you've closed it, which closing it is just getting it, right? It's getting it over and done with. It's when you do something hard in life that when you know you've got to do something hard, you're probably going to make it twice or 3 times as hard simply by taking longer to do the thing, stressing yourself out about the fact that you haven't done the thing. And then it just makes it even harder, and these things start to compound and it gets even worse and worse. So if you've opened up that feedback loop, make sure you just fucking get in and do it, because half of the stress is probably in your own head that you aren't doing the thing that you need to be doing. 45 to 60 seconds to wake up, do something hard for the morning, and that way when something hard in the day comes, you've already done something hard, so you're ready to attack it, you're ready to win. We're back from outside and having the cold shower, and it wasn't too bad this morning, which is good. Some mornings it fucking sucks. Some mornings that mental framework of standing outside that cold shower and overthinking it and being like, this is going to be hard, this is going to be hard, just starts to really compound and makes it even harder. So like I said before, if you are wanting, or if you have something hard that you fucking have to do, try and close that feedback loop as quick as you humanly possibly can. But it is now 5 to 6. Each day is a daily law, so that'll be April 2nd, April 3rd. So if you just want to start compounding wins and you don't care too much about the information, then I recommend this book. But also, I recommend it for reading alone, having that as a skill and actually being able to sit down and make your brain go bored. Because honestly, it is boring compared to scrolling on your phone or, you know, eating all these bad foods or these high dopamine activities, drinking, all these things. It is boring. There is so much high dopamine out there. So being able to, even if you don't remember what you read in the book, being able to sit down and read 10 pages, or even start by reading 1 page, right? Start compounding wins, and then you'll start to be like, well, I've already done 1 page, I may as well do 2, right? So starting to get these compounding wins. We have our journaling, which I do every single solitary day. You know, I never thought I'd have the confidence to come on here, speak to you, but it all comes down to like journaling and literally just getting up early, consistently showing up at the gym and eating good clean foods and building that confidence in yourself and your ability through doing these daily actions towards your bigger goals. So that is literally how I transformed in a very short time, and now I'm not there yet because I obviously want to build some fucking cool companies now. I want to build some big things in life, but it's given me that ambition, that drive to get better, right? To be able to improve, to want to help other men do the exact same thing, because I know how much it played a part in me doing the drinking, doing all that. So yeah, that is the big goal for the next 5 years. And I really do want men to chase their dreams, right? Because I think we're designed not to chase our dreams these days, like going to college, things like that. So yeah, it pisses me off a lot, because we are shells of ourselves. I know that I was, when I was just drinking every weekend. I'd drink and that would be the only way I'd feel confident. And then obviously the gym helped me lose a whole heap of weight and built a lot of confidence in me. So like I say, I want to give that back, get me to the point of no return that I'm calling it, because that's where I'm at in life, is that there's no going back now, man. No going back to that lifestyle. I truly want more entrepreneurs in the world. Right, I truly believe there should be more entrepreneurial men out there that just believe in themselves, take the leap, because I know that when we get to 80 years old, we're gonna regret it. So this one's my big one, this one's my big goal one. The important one, main outcome for 5-year vision for my life, multi-millionaire or decamillionaire, retired dad. Then 3 is I'll change 1,000 men's lives, go like Europe or Dubai, like all these things, giving yourself a picture to work towards. Doesn't have to be fucking perfect. I'll be at peace with knowing that I have me, which is a massive one. I think that I want to give to people as well, is the fact that knowing that you have yourself, knowing that you can accomplish your goals in life just by having you, right? You don't need anyone else. You just need yourself to get it done. And that is a massive pillar of mine. So that one could be higher, but we wrote this a wee while ago. So these are always ever changing, but they stayed the same. Like the goal stays the same. The top 3 will always stay the same, except I actually moved. I will change it over 1,000 men's lives to the top, because the product of that will be becoming a millionaire and retiring my dad. So I got those wrong when I first wrote these, but that would be a plan to be a multi-millionaire, it says here. And as you can see, so set your goals big, man. But on the next page, so you take these character traits from these people that you want to be like, and then you start implementing them into your life, and you break them down even further, right? So yeah, and then I've got my McGregor ethos, which is outwork your self-doubt by doing more, by keeping promises to yourself. Never stop learning, because you are the work, you are the thing that is being worked on. And entrepreneurship is the greatest personal development journey. Give yourself an undeniable stack of proof by controlling your inputs towards an outcome-based goal. Have peace within and be patient in the outcome, but be impatient with action. Be patient with outcome, but be impatient with action. Change lives, give people belief, but most importantly, show the world what is possible. Be who you say you are. Inputs, inputs, inputs. You pick it. So all of these people, they pick their lives because they chose themselves, and there's no reason that you can't do it either. But you've heard enough of me really yapping for this part, I think. Get yourself some books, start writing things down, start getting creative, be a creator. Some days I'll have a banana in the middle when I make my coffee at about 7 or 8 o'clock. Don't drink coffee until about that time to make sure I read a study from Dr. Huberman talking about, well, you probably don't know who he is, or you might know who he is, but how you shouldn't drink it for the first couple of hours a day because it inhibits some chemical in your body that is exactly why you will crash later in the day. So don't drink coffee until about 7 or 8 o'clock. After we wake up at 5, have a quick snack. But yeah, we had done our first 90-minute work block for the morning. We're just out getting some fresh air now because I learned recently that we work in 90-minute blocks as humans, and you're meant to meditate or you're meant to have a 20-minute nap, but I'm not going to do that today because this is how I do it. I have 3 big goals I'm working towards in life: 1 fitness, 1 mindset, 1 money. And then, like I've already explained to you before what the goal is, then you break those down into even further what those skills are that you need to learn, right? Because you become proficient at a skill. You could become 95% better than most people. You become better than 95% of people in a year by working on a skill for 20 minutes per day, right? So when you think about it in a grand scheme of things, that is so fucking easy to beat people. You know how many 20-minute blocks you have in a day, or 18 minutes blocks you have in a day to get better, to work on those skills? You could take a shit and work on those skills, right? It is so much easier, but people just overcomplicate it. You know where you're headed, and you have a list of character traits that it takes to get there. You will get there inevitably if you just keep constantly working on these skills. You will get better than 95% of people. And if you look at it that way and zoom out, which is obviously hard these days because we've got so much instant gratification, but truly, I promise you, if you just do that for a year, work on the skills that it takes to get to that outcome-based goal that you want to do, you will be better than 95% of people, and you will win, right? So yeah, we're going to work on our second work block now. Got our fresh air in, got our sun in, and then I'll see you at breakfast. Boys, we are done with the content block for the first bit of the morning. Honestly, we sat down and we went back through our mentorship call, our mentorship calls, our mentorship videos with John Mark, because honestly, I am struggling with content on Instagram at the moment. And so we went back through just to make sure we're reiterating our message, and yeah, just really understanding who we're talking to, how we're going about that, because it is hard, but we are working through that. We are working on that. And that is the beauty about getting in shape and building your mindset up and building all these habits, is that it does transfer into every aspect of life. Like right now, if you'd asked me a year and a half ago or a year ago if I'd be wanting to help and building a business and building for the long term and sitting at this desk all day, every day, if you'd asked me that a year and a half ago, if I would even want to work, no matter, regardless of what job or what career it was, you know, I always hated work. But that's what getting in shape does. That's what getting jacked does. And I really am struggling to figure out how to package that and message that, to be honest. But that is truly what it does do for you, is you sit here and you have all this belief, you have all this confidence, and you have this ability, and it influences every aspect of life. So I would have never thought I'd want to sit here and build literally all day, every day. Even if I don't see much of a reward yet, I know that it's just like getting in shape. It's just like getting jacked, is that you do all the work and then the reward comes after, right? So that is why getting in shape, I think, is one of the most pivotal things you can do in life, because it leads into all these other aspects where you have this confidence and belief in yourself that you can just keep pushing. That's why I want to give it back to as many people as possible. Right boys, we have the exact same thing for lunch. For breakfast every single day. Every single day we have oats, peanut butter, protein powder, and a banana. Now, why do we have this every single day? One, oats, awesome for your pre-workout meal to have a good snack. And oats are also filling, full of carbs to make sure that you are not getting hungry throughout the rest of the day. And then protein powder, because obviously we need protein to stay jacked. Peanut butter, good healthy fats. And then banana, also more carbs for the workout. Good solid carbs. And this is about an hour and a half before you go to workout. And I'll also have a magnesium pill to help me sleep, because I'm not a good sleeper, to be honest with you. It looks something like this. You know, I'm a pretty boring kind of guy. I'm telling you. Now, I don't like telling people things, but the sacrifices you make now, right? So I'm boring with what I eat, so I have more time. I sleep on a couch now, so that I can save money. So I'm doing all these things for an actual reason, for a bigger purpose. I'm making sacrifices now so that I have the time, I have the resources, I have the money to learn skills, to be able to go overseas next year. And right, so like I'll eat boring foods now that take me 5 minutes to make, so I have my time back, right? Sacrifices you make now will directly correlate to the future success you have. And I truly fundamentally believe that. And getting in shape actually makes you believe that, teaches you the skill to be able to go forward and do that in your life. Like to have that belief in yourself. So yeah, we'll microwave this for about a minute and a half. Like, I don't think people truly do understand what it can do for you. Like, I'm fucking dead set serious. It completely changed my life. I used to drink, used to do drugs, used to vape. Like, in the beginning, I didn't think I'd give up all these things. I didn't think I'd be in this position. I didn't think I would build these habits. I never ever thought I'd be here, and that can literally be you. I probably started off in a worse spot than you. I got arrested a year and a half ago. Dude, your life can change drastically if you decide you want it. I hate to eat clean, good foods. And yeah, I'll see you for a training workout. We are gonna go train shoulders. What is up, boys? We unfortunately don't have my mic. Because I misplaced that, plus I need to get a new one anyway because that one was dog shit. Need to have high quality, gonna get that and actually a proper camera for when we head overseas, so we can get some good quality content going and actually, yeah, do better than just an iPhone, actually put out some quality content. It's the raw connection I'm about. I don't really think I need a fucking really expensive camera. I'm all about connecting and really just try to be as authentically me as possible. Sometimes that does slip, I'll be honest. Sometimes I can lose the whole authenticity. It gets quite a lot when you see other people doing things and then you're like, fuck, maybe I could do that, maybe I could do that. But at the end of the day, to me, it comes down to mindset, habits, training and nutrition. Every single solitary thing, and these things will literally lead to self-belief and confidence in building the belief inside yourself. Because yeah, but we are ripping shoulders today. We're doing 3 sets here. I'll just put in 1 set of each, so I'm not here fucking wasting your time the whole time, but every set straight to failure. And yeah, I've done 1 set, so we're gonna rip in. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, every set, too fat, give yourself a rest. And I always walk around in between sets if you're trying to lose some fat, just to get some extra steps in, but some extra calories. Side lateral raises absolutely smack the front delts, and I do them on the cable here so you get more control rather than using dumbbells. Because if you use dumbbells, you sort of swing a lot, and even though you do it on here as well, you know, this is a bit more controlled, and I'll show you an example of how to do it. But we do 2 sets here, drop set the second set, and really just blow up your side delts along here. Right boys, I'll be honest, in that last side little res, I did swing a lot, so don't do that, but it was actually because I forgot. I'd already done the first 2 sets and I was doing that third one for the video. So don't swing, keep it nice and controlled. Act like you have a water bottle, and then when you go like that, and have your thumb pointing down so that all the gravity is going down on your shoulder, on your side delt through here. And we are going to finish off with smacking some rear delts. And then, other than that, I'll just put 1 set of these in, and then we'll head home. It is a beautiful day, so we've got a bit more work to do. Probably have some lunch. Alright boys, we've got 250 grams of low carb potato, 200 grams of chicken breast, 3 eggs, sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 3, normally 2. High protein, high fat. 200 grams of chicken's got like 40 grams of protein, oh even more than that, 50 grams of protein. This whole meal has a fucking ridiculous amount of protein. Fill it up with a heap of lettuce for some micronutrients, because chicken does not have much micronutrients, actually doesn't have any micronutrients in it. And then we are about 1 minute away from having also 400 grams of mixed vegetables, which are in the microwave, which are also full of micronutrients, because yeah, like I say, got to substitute them. But I ate the exact same thing for dinner as well, because I like to be energized, feel good, feel productive, and optimized sort of for all of that as well, not just training anymore. So low carb potatoes, I'll show you the package. They are an absolute game changer. Buy these if you are trying to lose some fat. These will literally, like, oh my god, they're a godsend. Taste good, and they fill you up. Potato is the most satiating food you can get, so yeah, I'll sit down with you when we're eating this. But we are back at the desk with our fucking massive feast. You chuck a heap of lettuce in there, and a heap of mixed veggies, and low carb potatoes, like 650 calories for this whole meal. Fills you up, massive nutrients, high nutrients, and we are looking at booking a flight back home where I'm from in Queenstown, New Zealand. Google it, it is an absolutely beautiful place in the world. I highly recommend visiting there one day if you ever feel like it. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are going to have a good Christmas and New Year's and things like that. Spend time with the people you love. But stay locked in with your dreams. Keep working towards them. But yeah, this is what I eat every day pretty much. Twice a day because I find it so damn easy to eat. Just the same consistent foods over and over again that make you feel good, that make you look good, and actually make you function productively as well. Alright boys, we are back with what we started with. Oats, peanut butter, protein powder, but no banana this time. We're gonna smack this and we're gonna head to bed because we are kind of tired. The exact same process, but I get off my phone before we go to bed, and then I just eat this in bed with a bit of YouTube, and then I meditate straight before I go to sleep. Or as I'm falling asleep, I have these headphones on, and I'll meditate right up until I go to sleep. But full day of eating is about 2,600 to 2,800 calories, 200 grams of protein. It's been a bit boring. Just focus on content. Honestly, at this moment, I'm pretty disappointed in myself. I know my content can be a lot better. I know I can be doing a lot better. But as soon as it comes to it, like, I just get stuck in that mental analysis paralysis battle. And then I just get to this point of the night and I think, fuck, I need to get something out. Like I work on it like sort of all day and then I get stuck, and then sort of like when you're thinking about going to the gym but you just stuck, you can't be bothered, but you kind of know you should go, and then you finally end up going but it's just not as good as you thought it would be. Sort of like that, if you can relate to that. But I've got to be better at that. I've got to hold myself to a higher standard than that. It's crap. So yeah, we're gonna have these oats and we're gonna go to bed. It was a good day. Like, I learned a lot, had a really productive morning, but struggling to string a whole day together. You know, something always seems to come up in my mind, self-doubt, all these things I deal with every single day. I'm no different to you. Now, I've obviously got a lot of stack of evidence of why, like, it should be improved, but it never goes away as your challenges grow, as your personal development grows. You always get stuck at that next level, and I am stuck at that next level. So I know the pain you're going through if you're watching all these videos and stuff like that, but at the same time, you're the only one that can unstuck yourself. You're the only one that can make yourself better. You're the only one that can improve yourself. Everyone can give you the tools, you can get the resources, but at the end of the day, it is up to you, and I need to understand that, and I need to be better as well. So I know how you feel, brother, if you are going through a rough time, but we've had a good day, and I appreciate you watching all the way through if you have. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. I'll post a couple times a week. One sort of lifestyle-y and one sort of mindset, and then one sort of habits and training and, you know, all these sorts of things. Sort of document up to when I go to Bali next year. I think I'll go there and solo it out and build for the long term. Hopefully go Bali then America. But I appreciate you watching all the way through if you did, and like, subscribe. I'm good.